The issue of the Nedbank strike and legal notice number 62 of 2016 are two separate issues. This is according to Dennis Mbingo, who is the chairman of the Bankers Association of Swaziland. We have a report.
Most people, especially those working closely with our banks in Swaziland, believe banks are not performing well in the country because of legal notice number 62 of 2016, section 5, which states that if you deposit money in any bank, you shall not incur any charges. Jabu Shiba is the Secretary General of Sufiao.
The bank has put a table 7%, and it has cited quite a number of challenges that it is facing, which points to the decline in performance. And when you listen carefully to the bank submissions, in fact, not only Nedbank, but all the banks, what is a major factor in the drop in performance? It is the legal notice number 62 of 2016, section 5 thereof, which provided that the depositing of cash and withdrawal of cash, the charges there would be zero. Then you begin to ask yourself that if you then say there is an income line that will be zero, and yet the corresponding costs to that line have not dissipated, what would be the implications of that? Because at the end of the day, what it means is that our colleagues that are handling the cash, they are doing an 8 to 5 job that does not generate a cent in terms of income for the bank. And you'll ask yourself, where are then the funds to fund their costs coming from? It means they are coming from the other lines of the bank's revenues.
The chairman of the Swaziland Bankers Association, Dennis Mbingo, says these are two separate issues. That is the strike by Nedbank and the legal notice. They should not be mixed together.
From the issuance of legal notice 62, I think it was of 2015, that is known. It's a known factor. We've communicated to the central bank. We've shared amongst ourselves. We've also communicated to other stakeholders within the business community. So that is known. To the best of my knowledge, there is no mystery there because it is also reportable in the numbers. We publish our financials for everyone to see. So that is known and understood. You might be surprised getting this response from banks. From our perspective, the legal notice is very, very good for consumers. In our humble view, the freeing up of cash deposits from consumers is moving us forward because at this point in time, we've identified technologies and other means of dropping the processing costs. So that is not an issue for debate, and we have communicated that to the central bank. Where there is disagreement is in that businesses who are depositing millions daily should deposit that money for free because that money needs to be collected from some of these businesses, counted by human beings manually and with the support of equipment, packed, prepared and shelved away. And there's a lot of security costs and storage costs that are associated with that. There is an imbalance. So all we've asked for from the central bank is guidance around reviewing the entire process and also identifying means to apply thresholds. So there should be minimums and maximums. That will be communicated and discussed with other stakeholders like the business community. It is not in the interest of banks.
Zitulele Gina, who is the head of strategy and communications in the central bank, said the bank will respond at a later stage. Mbongwa Nxumalo with Mbongwa Dube for Swazi TV News in Mbabane.